Okay, well that's good. Why is this? Oh, try to play. I'm like, why is this vibrating? How long has that been playing for? 6 hours. Goodness gracious me. Sorry. um. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly send one of our viewers. I hope will respect not, you know, sharing how else we're connected, but like where else. But I mean, I do kind of feel like I was. Oh, hi. All right. Dot dot dot. I noticed that you were still you were giving about to give Jonathan an example about something. And I thought, oh, I wonder if it's going to show up in the comment section then because I had to restart the video. I don't know. It gave a little error at the top, and sometimes it comes back fine, and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, Jonathan actually is. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say this, but you know what? Life is hard, like I say, and people do sometimes have this. Doesn't mean that they can't get better, and that it's um, wrong with them, but or not understandable. We got 2 likes, but it says one is viewing. I don't know if the other one's Jonathan or not, but either way, thank you. Um, well, I don't know who the second like was then, but if you want to hear it, I could share it. Yeah, what were you about to say? And you can also put it under there in case he goes looking for it in that one. But this will show above that. I'm just actually sending him a message. I've tried to help him with his struggles, and I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I'm here for the moment. I hope that you are improving with your struggles and life's going okay and all that, Jonathan. Still says there's only one, but your comments here and yours seem to be here. So that's the main thing. And know I'm trying to help you. And we got 3 of you here and all that stuff. Anywho, so 3 of you and all that stuff. um, so yeah, ANVB was about to type something to Jonathan. We're all here to chat. Any of us that any who want to, and I'm trying. I had to restart because the other video kind of comped. So I got it posted, but then I had to restart. And I'm trying to remember where I left off. And I might need Jonathan or A and VB's help because they were the 2 there when it happened. Just a moment, I don't remember. But I would like to do some music. It'll be dinner shortly, and I am a little tired, but I could do a song or 2, and then try and do another one, maybe a little bit before bed or whatever, or later this evening. But yeah, so I'll head over to the keyboard and I still haven't. So yeah, I was talking about this in the other video, which might not. Why does anyone want? What does anyone want to help me with? Being myself. Well, I mean, man, it's about or my friend, it's about that. And there's actually kind of a key element in that, perhaps. It's about that, but it's also about the addictions, that you're struggling with, right? Obviously. But anyway, again, I said what I said just before that in just like 2 or 3 minutes because it's only 4 minutes in. Like it's not a judgment thing and it's understandable, but sometimes we have to look at that and say, do I want to be living differently? Is this really what I want in my life? These addictions and that. He goes hand in hand with me right now. That could mean a couple things, and I think I understand. Oh, it. Okay. I realize myself whenever I have a good experience outside, I come home and the little troubles don't bother me. sometimes you get in your head though. So I think, but and if I have a bad experience outside, you said outside twice, but I think you meant inside one of the times. Once of the times. Um, I mean, maybe you can give us an example, specific example. I kind of get what you're saying. I'm not sure if Jonathan does or other people that have heard that, but I mean, going out, socializing, getting outside of your either comfort zone or home can be helpful. At the same time, sometimes it's really stressful. And I give negative feedback. So if someone is not good towards you, it's because they are trouble, but there's nothing wrong with you. Most of the time. But what's this about negative feedback? Bill not got any for me. How to find the charger for this iPad, so I would have to find. Talk to you later. Thank you both. Yeah, hopefully you find it and get plugged in. I'm not too sure how much longer I'm going to roll right now, but I did want to do some music. And to any who I'm not already familiar with, curious how you came across this channel. If it's your first time. And yeah, okay. Now there's just one of you. Which one is it? Who have I got? I don't know why I did this, but which one of you is it? One of the ones I'm familiar with, or one of the ones I might soon get to know? So I do want to finish kind of a couple things that I was doing in this, and then I'll probably wrap up. Negative feedback. I mean, I'm angry towards good if I had. And I understand there's a bit of a language barrier. We're doing our best to understand each other, and that's what's important. Negative feedback. I meant I'm angry. Well, I mean, anger and frustration. They're not necessarily. Holy smokes, it's windy out there. Not necessarily. Well, I don't know if I'd use. They can be understandable. And it can feel like they're negative, that's for sure. I'm angry towards good if I had a bad experience from something else, as an example. By example, I was meaning like really specific, but like something that has happened for you. But I think I'm following what you're saying. Okay, I'm going to stop moving in just a moment here for the person that might be here for the first time, and I feel like I'm in a merry-go-round or something like that. Guess what? You are. Why did that light not come on? This light is stupid. Sorry, I just have to run upstairs, hit the switch upstairs to get the light downstairs. Please. I've been living in this house 8 years, and it's an old house, and I still don't understand how this works. Apparently. Sorry about that. I'll be right with all three of you. I can't remember how many. Yeah, 2 switches, top and bottom, and they have to be a certain way for the light to come on. Whoever designed that had one screwy mind, I'll tell you that much. And that's coming from me. Just wanted to let Jonathan know that I'm example so that he can something to relate with. He can have. Okay. Like, yeah, is there anything in particular that's happened? Like, sure, if we go through something difficult, we're going to have difficult feelings, But if we go through good things, we're going to have good things. And then there's lots of neutral, right? Which is pretty much what I think you're saying. But so I want to wrap this up with reading a little bit more. I always say, like, YouTube is about finding community and, positively, if it's something we don't like or, someone, I mean, we're not always going to like everything about somebody necessarily, even if we mostly do. But if it's something we don't like, there's an option to ignore it, but if the stuff that we do like, I think that others should know about it because maybe they'd like it too. And so basically, and so as much as I want to plug Maxi, I just want to make sure that, I'm still getting the loving and, like he's doing all right. And there's good reasons for that, but he doesn't, and, necessarily need the plug, about his channel. I'm putting out great content most of the time, I feel, but it's, this channel was created ages ago, dormant for a while. Then the pandemic happened. I mean, and just in general, life happens. People die. People, get old. People, devices maybe go wonky. People's lives get busy. Whatever. So and also too, some of the people that maybe came here back when it was more G. Now it's more me, and we try to make it a little bit of both. So, but the people that are familiar with me or would like to be, I appreciate you and you're important. But yeah, so, I think, he's doing pretty good and I know about him, and that's the main thing. I guess I would say, if anything, AMVB. And if you know anybody who would like the kind of stuff that I do and who would like me, and anybody else, same thing there. Not the people that are going to judge or laugh or be rude, but the good people. Bring them on in. More the merrier. You know what I mean? But I did just... You're already doing it. There's a second person here. But I did just want to read a little bit here. I know it's there. I feel like I may have missed one before this, but basically he says there's a real genuine community, and I love that we can all come together for music and express ourselves simultaneously. You guys rock, and I appreciate you all for tolerating me, was what somebody else said. I guess I could have said the same thing. Don't mix alcohol or energy drinks. Don't even drink energy drinks as far as I'm concerned. Well, there they are, fa la la la, but this was probably wrapped up quite a while ago. I'm going to have to watch this one back because, not that he wasn't saying things that I hadn't necessarily heard before, but it was a very tender moment. My goal is always just to enjoy the stream, and I get lost in Maxi's music because it helps with my stress, and music saves, man. Over time, I've come to really appreciate y'all's. So, yeah, I mean... That was one of our friends saying that, and kiwi coconut. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time doing this. But yeah, just because we passed that topic, like I said, doesn't mean that we are out of the woods or even went into nature. Like I say, so I understood you were trying to kind of move along, but here we are now talking about it too. But yeah, I just wanted to, you realize that probably when I said it, so. The other person, don't be shy and feel free to like and comment and subscribe as well. And let's do some music. Now, the person that we have watching right now, you've given some suggestions before, some of which I wasn't familiar with, and I haven't gotten familiar with yet. So I'm just going to open this for a few more minutes, fresh air coming in. I haven't gotten familiar with them yet, and or didn't really think they'd be my taste. But I am quite diverse. I just don't really do metal, jazz, or blues, but otherwise I'm very diverse. So diverse that you might even hear a song in a different genre than it was written in. How's that for you? So as I mentioned last night, I came across a couple doing music. And this is part... No, if you don't see, if whoever doesn't see the first part, it's not like you're missing. I mean, let's admit ANVB, who was there, and Jonathan, if he comes back, let's admit there was some gems and greatness in that video too, right? Not tooting my own bugle, but there was, but if you don't see that and you only see this, it's not like you're missing. It's not like you would be confused. I hope. Have I confused you yet? I feel like I have. But anywho, but so I was so in a hurry to do that initial one and then to do part 2 of this while there was 2 of my friends commenting and I think maybe 1 or 2 other people were watching it at the time that I still haven't. So what I thought I would do is that I'll probably watch it with dinner. I'm just going to actually take that pizza out because I turned the oven off, but that doesn't mean that it isn't burning away in there. If you have ANBB, if you have any other song requests that you haven't given me yet, especially things that are, quite worldly well known, and if anybody else here, there's only one other person at the moment, but glad to have you here again. Like I say, curious where you're watching from, and I think I already said the spiel. You can feel free to suggest them, but I'm just looking at this. I really want to be able to. I'll just have to tell my friend Ustum and maybe Ben, although I haven't talked with him for days. I'm just looking to see if there's any particular comments. Like there's random stuff in this one chat, this couple, but I'm wondering if there's and unfortunately she actually has a trigger name to me, but I have the strength to be able to get past those things, and for a different person, my all. I actually don't know that song. Let me tune back to here because you're like, where are you seeing these comments? You play keyboard. I have a suggestion, a metal, but it has piano version. I'm so sad you're into metal. I told you not. I wasn't. But I see you say I have a piano version. Those two things should not go together. I mean, the only thing that I would say is good about metal music, aside from that some of the performers of it may be attractive, is that it's a good way to get out frustrations. But it's also a good way to get a headache, hurt your throat. I thought to myself, I'd feel so bad for our dog or my spouse if I was someone who's saying that kind of stuff and they had to be around me doing it. Like I don't find it pleasant to listen to, and there's another reason I don't like it, but we don't have to get into that. We have 2 other people just joined us. The song, but now it's down to 1 again, and I think I know who it is. Okay. I mean, kind of, but I still would rather stick to hard rock. But it does make me think of a song, but there's a weird line in it, and I don't know if I really am feeling it. It kind of makes me think of it. But it's called The Drugs Don't Work. Also, I don't know if I should sing stuff about drugs. I mean, I know we were kind of talking a bit about that because you guys are such wild people, wild individuals. But I'd rather not do that. What'd be really great is if G came down, wanted to play, well, but the pizza's just out of the oven. He doesn't mind if it's piping hot, and probably wants to eat. But maybe he could play a couple songs, and I could watch that other chat and see if there's anything. Okay. The Drug in Me is You Revamped. That's a long and interesting title, by Falling in Reverse, which I think I've heard of. I mean, I am kind of not necessarily in try everything once, or like, I was trying to tell somebody about a song that had very light religious backgrounds to it, And that completely turned them off. I was like, but it's such a great song. Like, listen to it once at least. So metal and romance, what are they getting in a fight? I'll try and remember to check it out. I have a gazillion things open, and every day, a device suggests, oh, you might want to watch this video, this video, this video, this video. And I'm like, yeah, I actually might. Or this person's messaging you, and this person's commenting you, and it's great and all, but it's, it's obvious, like, things that they didn't deal with in the olden days, And yeah, I'm used to it, but by the way, what do you think of this look out of curiosity? I think I was wearing this the other day when I was playing. Does it say anything to you? And what do you think about what it says? You get what now? Hey, G! What I might do, I don't know, just the way, we'll see how things unfold, but what I might do is, it's got to be about 3 or 4 a.m. for you right now, which I can't even imagine. I have not been up late in ages. I'm tired just thinking about it, to be honest. I've not been a night out in a long time. And it's like when they were jamming from 9 to 1 in the morning. But truth be told, when we had this one with the other one back to back, I'm a little tired. I don't know. Is it going into Monday there, or is it going into Sunday? It was just a little chilly for a moment, and wanted to get A and BB's opinions, especially about that. But yeah, is it going? Because I realize that you might be a day ahead of us, and you might have, either way, you might have a busy day, and should probably at least get some sleep, unless you can sleep in. It's giving winter has come vibe. Let me introduce you to some hand exercises. We've got, that a guitarist showed me, we've got jazz hands, we've got gay, and we've got, I forget what I call that. Hint. And I think I said the genres I don't like. Oh, it's Monday already. Oh, right. So you got a busy day going on?
I'm going to give Sunny a walk.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're still trying, eh? Can you bring down... Actually, no, don't worry about it. G is going to bring our dog for a walk, so... He's been a little unwell, and it's been very windy out today, so... We're trying a few times today. I need to sleep before I have a busy day. Do you have a busy day tomorrow? Are you saying, like, when you have a busy day, or you do have a busy day? I'd like to just quickly take a look here and see if there's any songs. Chicago. I feel like I know my all. Somebody... Is he trying to say $1 million? He's saying $1,000, $1,000, $100. I'm saying give it to me. But he's just a possibly trolly squid or a squiddy troll. That's the second time I've seen that song, and I don't quite understand it, but I don't mind it, and maybe I'll do it. It's an Adele song. And I think of my friend Ray. I think I'd heard her sing it a couple times. And I actually used to have a photo here, but then I've been bringing it with me to the group for reasons, even though I didn't need to, so it's still in my bag. Sorry about the distraction, but you said you saw the shorts. Well, you want to see how big he's gotten just really quickly, and there you go. So I'll do at least one. And if you're lucky, I'll give you a bonus song. Also, ANVB, you are. Can you be a little less distracting? You are the only one here at the moment. And if you'd like to briefly put your email address, and then you can take it off once I plug it in, it might be nice to have that option too. I'm just going to go grab my tablet, which would actually be a good place to plug it in. Sometimes At least two of them. I haven't heard that jingle in a while. John, you're the only one here like say, jingle, jingle, Hammersmith. Boop, shoot, doop, 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 doop. Rip Sean and Rip Paul. And we got two people here, and I'm going to do a song, and I'm curious what you think of what it's saying. It's not necessarily a deep message type of song, but the title and the chorus have a phrase in it that you'd think would be the opposite of what it should say, basically. Now I'm gonna turn this on keyboard. I'm gonna move his shoes. I got shoes on the chair. Just kidding. Okay, you like rock? Yeah, woo! Get the party started on Coming Out. Please. Yeah. Close that behind you, please.
I will.
And can you make sure that the oven's off? Thank you. I'm just assuming that you will. Okay. I left off when I did some pretty much just music in a podcast earlier today, actually. And rolly of the scrolly round thing on the keyboard. I'm just kind of, yeah, this one is built for Elvis songs. I've never even heard of a crocotist. Crocotist. Are you a crocotist? Don't be a crocotist. I think you're supposed to be giggling profusely so I can hear you, because they might be, but I can't hear them. Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. I might want to give it. Okay, well, I might have to do that one. Although we were talking about the one earlier today. Who was that by? Pink Floyd. So there's maybe more than one of them. And I know the one I know, but I honestly don't know which one it is that I know. Also, don't we want to think about the brightness of the sun instead of the blackness? Soundgarden, though. Yeah, I definitely think I know some of their stuff. Anyway, so earlier when I was doing a podcast, and I appreciate the other person being here, even though you're not saying much, feel free to like and subscribe, and glad that you're here. Sorry I'm being a little slow. Let's see if I know it. And then also this. To time a bottle of it, Mandy, them, Tame the Mahogany, can you mind? And we got Scottish over here and classical. Okay, do I know this? Black Hill Sun, here we come, here we come. Am I wrong or am I right that I look like him, Chris Cornell? And also, know a band called The Results of Adults in Alabama, Mary and Tim, and they, Cornell. And yeah. I mean, we're sitting here talking about the song. We're sitting here talking about it, so it's already on your mind. When I woke up this morning, it was on my mind. Oh, it was on 86, not 80 effect. Queuing up the keyboard band here. I'll do it. Although, and I think I'll get into it. I certainly will. Let's get skinny let's get skinny. Huh? Are you calling me fat? Just get skinny and you'd look just like him? I may have a bit of a Buddha belly, but come on now. Buddha belly butt? There's a pop song. I've got a belly and and then there's another one that's like, right, has a, you could have someone with a belly and a temper. Are they a good person? No, then I don't know what you mean. I mean, I think I'm pretty similar body type, unless he's, you said get slim, which means that he's thinner than me, which I think he should. I don't know how old he is, and I know he's had that rock star life and this and that, but maybe you should see a doctor. Anyway, I'll give this a try. And then I'll do that other one, and then I'll go for dinner. And then I'll watch that podcast, which I think I still have playing in this tab, don't I? And then we'll go from there. So, I was way further into these styles than I thought. The cool thing about this is you can change the genre and do a neat cover. You're like, oh, he's not going to do Black Hole Sun. But I did just say you can change the genre and do a neat cover, right? So we could do a country. Although I don't like that. Oh, what was that? Something that will have to adjust the tempo with. In my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows. No. Come here. This might actually work. Really, eh? Eyes indisposed, in disguises no one knows. Hides the face, lies the snake in the sun, in the rain, boiling heat, summer stench. Beneath the black sky. Look, I've never played this before. You can't tell. That C sharp doesn't sound right. Call my name through the cream. What? And not Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black Hole Sun. Won't you come? Won't you come? And the damp, feel the warm, when tired friend, time. That's just a sample. I need to work on that. Figuring out the right genre and just in general, because I'm not too sure. But before you go, and I did cover that, so I think you heard me do that when you were in that video anyway. Before you go, I want to do the only other one that comes to mind, and then I have to wrap up and go eat. I think you might know this one. I'm not sure. And like I say, I'm especially curious what you think of the chorus. And style. I'm gonna have to, the oven was on. I'm just gonna quickly turn the AC off. Turn the AC on. Turn the heat off. Oh, I could drop it a few degrees, but I'm just gonna turn. I just didn't want it to be loud in the neighborhood, and I just gonna turn this on because it's still connected. Or is it? No, it's not actually. Okay. Sorry, just a little bit warm anyway and getting tired. All right, let's hear it. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to find the style to do it in. This might not really be changing it up that much using that style, but I don't want to take too long to find it. And it's called Slow Bar Bossa for some weird reason. And now this is another one I haven't played much, but I've certainly heard it fairly often. So hopefully it goes well. And if not, please forgive it. it fall, my heart, and it fell. You rose to claim it. It wasn't dark, and I love until you kissed my lips and saved me. My hands, they're strong, my knees are too weak. That was over. Sorry? To stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew. Hopefully you love it. Well, I see. Look at you. Oh, you're hearing the lyrics or you know this. All the things you said, they were never true. The game you played, you would almost. I set fire to the rain. Watch it pour, touch your face, while it burns like fire. Actually, I'm not liking the lyrics to this. You might be enjoying it, yeah, but I'm not liking the lyrics, to be quite honest. Should I do hello? It's a bit of a dream, but I could attach it to the memory of this song to this one. I'm just going to do hello. Since you seem to either know this one or just be echoing what you're hearing. And we'll say heck yeah to hello. Where's hello? Give me hello, please. Hello, where are you? Then again, it's kind of a sad song, isn't it? Ironic then that I had the violin selected. Oh, you did, eh? I don't know if I want to do hello. But I do want to remember, and it's nice, you can switch to the sound effects and then go back to the style effects, and it keeps you in your spot. Not if you turn the whole device off and then back on, but yeah, so I guess tomorrow's Monday here too, so it's Sunday for both. Oh no, it's already Monday there, right? But I don't have much going on, so I'll probably podcast. I'm a little bit busy Wednesday. But other than that, like I say, it's been trying to get back into life in some ways. So, which I feel like there's a lyric about that too. Other typer, I like Skyfall. Oh, I don't know what you mean about other typer. I don't see anybody else typing. What about my voice? I'm the one you're listening to. Just kidding. No, but I can tell that you're enjoying it, so that's the main thing. Skyfall. Chicken Little. That's a movie, isn't it, though? I don't know. No, I'm not feeling that one either. Unfortunately. I get very particular sometimes. Like a perpendicular, I get particular. You're like, that's okay. It's 4 a.m. I really should. Do you stay up this late often, or is it just me and Maxie? Us two rebels for the cause, keeping you awake and partying through the early hours when you probably have. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should do more jazz then, eh? But you can put jazz style. Like I say, this is really great because you can put different genres to songs that aren't that genre. Some people do those kind of covers, but yeah, you got much, work, school, something going on Monday? I can't remember if you said that you work and what you do. That Black Hole Sun song has some odd lyrics, though, doesn't it? That's the other thing about metal. Some of them are quite disturbing. But anyway, I don't need anybody to send those to me. It's all good. You can stick with your metalhead fans. Don't have to bring me into it. I had a very bad sleep habit in the past. Seems like it seems like you still do, but this is good. This is greatness in all its glory and form. So tomorrow, stay tuned. Keep this in your mind. Think. Now, so it is about 5:30 local time. I don't know if there'll be another podcast tonight, and it might be G if there is. Batman. But tomorrow morning, which would probably be nighttime where you're at, or late afternoon of the day that you're already in, actually, probably, I think. I don't know. I think so. I'll probably do some more music. So if you have any other if you get more ideas, whether it's things you're listening to or just things that come to mind, let me know. And we will be in sound effects of the Latin cultural, really Latin early 100s sections. Yeah, more rock, cool. Rock on with the rock. Early 100s. I'd really love to see your content. I hope you start posting something soon. And you're the only one here, again, the email thing, because there's a couple things I may not want to say here, but might want to say there. But anyway, and keep in mind, they don't have to be Latin reggae music, but things that you think might sound good, like rock reggae, Latin rock, because people in those countries probably like rock too. And it's interesting that there's a lot of popular songs that obviously have versions in other cultures. Sometimes that's just the words said in that language, and sometimes I actually heard a cover of, it's not the most exciting song, but it's very popular, and I covered it in my first video today, which was about 50 minutes long, I think, and it was not this one or the one that was before this one, so do the math, but don't keep yourself up too late now. You can watch it in between this one and the next one at some point, but it was Comfortably Numb, and it was a reggae version, and it was kind of cool. Now that makes me think of the festival. I won't hate it. I may not hate it, but sometimes I'm very literal about words, and I see a couple words within that I don't like. I guess it's true. I could just listen to it and not cover it, even though you're kind of asking me to cover it too. But well, I mean, I still don't like absolutely everything in every genre, but there's a bit more likelihood that I'd like it. But and if I did, I'd want to cover it. Sorry, my head does things. I mean, a lot of us do in their own unique way, right? But I feel like I know more than one Soundgarden song, to be honest, but I don't know. I think I'm thinking of Soundgarden, actually. Be a fantasy. Where's my drums? I want drums. Give me drums, baby. That's something I don't know how to do on here. But I don't know. Maybe it's for the best. I should wrap up. You should get to sleep, really. You don't seem to want to give your email address. I can understand, although I have a few people on here that, what? I have about 2, maybe 3 that you typed your email. Somebody else did, if that's what you're saying, somebody else did that too. And for some weird reason, it didn't display. No, I didn't. Can you try one more time, please? For some weird reason, it didn't display when they did it, and then when it did, it didn't go through. But I've talked with them since. I know them through Maxi. They're cool with me. We don't know what's going on, but because I'm 45 minutes in, but people that make long podcasts and are bored might watch long podcasts. And, there's a couple things. It's not like it's the worst thing. I just typed it. YouTube deleted it. Well, that's weird. Maybe if you don't type it in a Gmail form, like you type the first part, you leave out the @ maybe. Although, isn't that how you tag people? Yeah, so what's wrong with that? We do that all the time in Maxis. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's how you type it, like in that band site. Okay, now it works. Now what's the designation? What's the platform, so to speak? Because I got that part. And I mean, that's nothing without the other part, but I'll delete that part. And I'll watch for the other part. One thing I would also like to say, whoops. Good thing your name is some of those letters because I may have typed them wrong. And then some people put their emails like right out there and their addresses too, and those people are crazy. But I think I had 541. Okay, there was somebody briefly there. I think they've left. If they haven't, okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna test send to you now. Once you find out my name, which is in my email address, you can keep calling me bro. You can just jump right into conversation and say, hey, how's it going? What's up? See, when I type it in just a messenger area, not to send to anybody, but just as a spot to type it, it added a meta thing to it. So that's odd. Yeah, anyway, I don't mind the word bro and dude and mate and all that stuff. I quite like it, but we can talk about preferences or whatever when I send to you. But just don't say my name once you know it. Because YouTube, that's why we go by initials on here. So I appreciate that. It was 541, correct? I'm going to delete that part because I got that just in case anybody. Now, if I delete it, it should hide. Or does anybody hides a comment? It hides to everybody. 541. To the person that just tuned in, I would like to welcome you and let you know that I'm wrapping this up and putting a bow on it, but you're welcome to check out the other lives on this channel. I don't want to say a whole spiel if you've heard it before, but basically it's about uplifting, doing music, and it looks like neither of you are here now, although that might not be accurate. Oh, one of you is here, and I'm going to guess it's who I'm familiar with. That was weird, though. When one went, you both went. Okay, I'm sending it. If you're able to check while or go and come back or whatever, just to let me know, either here or there, that you got it, that would be great. A little bit worried about Jonathan. He, didn't sound like he was doing very well, and he really wasn't here for very long, and he didn't really open up that much. Oh, you did? Okay. So hopefully we've helped him, and hopefully he's doing all right. Well, you get some sleep, buddy. Thanks again, and look forward to hearing from you in email. And I don't want to sound wrong when I say this, but considering that you come from a culture that can kind of be strict in some ways, why can't I react to this? I don't know. Just have to send a thumbs up. You seem like a pretty open-minded and fun-loving person. I'm not saying that people aren't, but again, sometimes they, one example is you seem to not mind dogs. A lot of people I know, they run wild where you live. A lot, or they used to. Yeah, and and they're not domesticated, but here they are. Anyway, I don't mean to be stereotypical. I think like I'm trying to be mean or anything. You know that, right? So, but I'm just thinking of something I want to share with you, and I'm thinking, I think I will. I think I will. I think you'd be cool about it. It may be something a little new to you, but that's what it's about, getting to know people. And actually, although, again, if you've been on the other one or just not there, like I've been pretty open. I mean, who, his name starts with R and ends with R. is pretty easy to chat with, and Nicola and other people there. I really hope that I can get non-YouTube connection with him too, especially him too at some point. What do you mean by try to be something that you're not or they're not? Right on. You know I'm a free spirit. A little bit worried about G. He's been gone for a while. I'm hoping the wind didn't carry him away. So I'm just sending you the two things that I felt compelled to tell you where I now can. But again, I'm very thankful for the community here. When I notice it, as you can see, it is quieter than Maxie's. But as you can also see, it really shouldn't be, right? Like it's cool in its own way, and you've enjoyed it. And so if you know anybody else who might appreciate me, who's kind of, we're not always, we're usually pretty like our friends, or at least we think we are. But some people we kind of just like, well, we tolerate them, or it's like I need a friend, or it's like I've known them for so long, or they're involved in something I'm connected with. So you're just kind of in contact with them, but you're like, yeah, I could take them or leave them kind of thing. I hope that we will never be that, for each other. I try not to think of other people as that, but it does happen, But if you have friends that are similar to you and who you think might enjoy our content, feel free to suggest them to it. But we are going to have dinner now. I'll be checking the email. I'll be watching that couple that I was talking about and getting song ideas and such. And you will hopefully be sleeping soon. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hola. In the 5 to 5, working 9 to 5. What way to make a living, really getting by. Anyway.